Gemini, hi, it's Lisa. How are you guys? I'm here to do October 2022, the mid-month reading. It's a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody, but take what does, leave what doesn't. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you enjoy it, and you'll come back to see me again. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you have been here before, I really do appreciate your support. I keep forgetting to tell people. I'll have the link to the full month on this video. If it does resonate, you want to see what the full month came out to. All right. So what are we going to tell Gemini for? The mid month of October 2022. All right, we got the 9 of coins, Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, the Empress, and the 7 of Cups. All right. We'll go through with this and see what we can find out. I'll clarify with another deck, and then we'll pull a couple oracle cards at the end. All right. And look at this. All right, right now it looks like the way you feel about yourself, or basically how you feel about yourself. You're very confident, you're very stable and grounded individual, right? Maybe, in your job, in your home life and everything. And I feel like this can handle whatever she needs to handle. She can take care of herself, take care of others. You're feeling very confident right now. Now you got this King of Pentacles energy is what you want right now. And I'm wondering if this isn't just a matter of almost like you want an upgrade. Like maybe you're like, okay, yeah, I have pretty much everything I need. I don't have to really look for anything. I have it. But I'm wondering if you feel like you want just a little bit more. Just maybe you want to be more grounded, more stable. And I feel like that is, that could be the situation. I mean, you might be thinking, okay, well, I'm getting older now. It's time for me to, really batten down and hold the fort down even more. Maybe you're looking for a job promotion. Maybe you're like, going into that sense. We'll find out. We'll see. Because, I don't feel like you want for anything. It's just a matter of, you just want like a little upgrade. Okay. The 7 of Swords came up under your fears, anxieties. And that makes sense. That makes total sense because, if it's being lied to, if somebody stole from you, if your computer or your credit card, something was hacked, like I feel like that is what you're afraid of. Maybe it's happened before. Maybe, the way things are sometimes with, computers and hackers and tons of like infomercials about, you need to have this and LifeLock and all that good stuff. And I feel like that might have been something that you're thinking about right now because maybe it happened recently and you're just kind of, And this is actually, this is where I feel like, okay, you have burdens, you have stresses, responsibilities, but I feel like this is something that's actually going for you. Like you almost live for these responsibilities. I don't know if this is your job or kids, your home life in general, but I feel like this is something that you're almost like meant for it. And I don't know if you would be able to handle it if you didn't have them. Just kind of, I don't want to say this like that's your reason for being, but I feel like that's your comfort zone because you're needed and you're wanted in an area. You're like very confident in what you do and how you do it. And I feel like this is like, it kind of makes you what you are. Not saying that you need to be, overburdened by things, but I feel like it's like a natural thing for you. Like, it's just like, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, you can do it. And that's part of your pride, and that's, you know, part of your confidence, because you can do it. Now, what is actually going against you? This Empress energy, she is actually all about, you know, being very nurturing, very motherly, compassionate, wants to grow things, like, you know, wants to nurture things to growth. And have things, you know, build big and strong. Very into nature. But I'm wondering, with this going against you, doesn't feel so much like it's a person, or this might be, this is going to be weird, and it's not going to be for everybody. If you are older or more mature, is this, I feel like this, maybe you are. Maybe it's something about retiring. Are you thinking about retiring at some point? Where, you know, because if you retire and you move away to somewhere, you know, with their sun and surf and, you know, beach and all that stuff, are you going to be feeling like you're missing out on something, because you are pretty much, that's where you're grounded at, that's where you're stable at, having all this stuff to be responsible for? And I feel like this person's like, you know, it just, maybe you're not gonna, maybe you don't think you're going to be comfortable without it. Like, you're so used to it, you don't know if you're going to be comfortable without that. And, you know, it doesn't even have to be retirement. It could just be a matter of, you know, maybe you're thinking about going from full-time to part-time. Maybe you're thinking about just doing something else in your life that's going to, not maybe, just, yeah, just basically because you're happy, you're confident, everything's good, everything's very good. But I feel like this is almost like you're almost nervous about it. Like, you're not sure how you would handle it if all of a sudden you didn't have all this stuff to be worried about or taken care of. Huh. Now, in your outcome, I have all these choices, all these options. I mean, everything that you have available to you. But I feel like you want to make sure that you're picking the right one. You want to make sure that you're not messing it up, not like making the move too fast. And you want to look at all your other options, because you're like, wait, because now you're, oh, I just noticed these are all yellow. They're all, yeah. Anyway. But yeah, like, basically you have all these choices, all these options, and you don't want to do the wrong thing. Because I feel like this is the thing, you're like, you're nervous about this. You're like, okay, well, I know I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to be cheated, lied, stole to. So it's like, are you making a decision based on what was here? Or did something happen here that made you worry about how things would be in another situation? Yeah, let me see if I can get some clarifiers, because I'm talking and I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know if I'm getting it out right. Let's see. What can we tell Gemini about, hey, what can we tell Gemini about the 9 of Coins? Oh, all right, we got the Sun, and we got the 10 of Wands. And that makes complete, perfect sense to me. You're happy, you're joyful. This is where your comfort zone is. And the Sun and all the responsibilities and burdened, you live with this. You live for this. And I'll tell you, that's not something you could say about everybody. But, you know, some people are. They're just really good at it, and they exult in it. Is that the right word? Oh, God. But it's like, it just like, it's your happy space. Let's see what this King of Pentacles is. And that's what I'm wondering. Now I'm actually wondering, because maybe this King of Pentacles is like kind of like the upgrade. You know, because, you know, you're getting older and maybe it's time to settle down. Got the Empress. and the Queen of Swords. So feel like this with the Empress energy. All right, again with the nurturing and the motherly, and and then you have this Queen of Swords energy who is not necessarily nurturing, male or female, and that is actually your energy, Gemini. But very honest, clear boundaries, kind of independent, protective, and I feel like that is actually, this is almost you, and you're still deciding on whether this is like the best energy for you, or this is the best thing for you, to have that laid back, I don't need to be responsible for anything, I'm just gonna live my life. And I feel like you're battling it, you don't want it, or you don't think you want it, you're not sure if you want it. It's just going to be a big step for you. So what about the Seven of Swords? Seven of Swords for Gemini. Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. All right. So you know that whatever situation that this was, where if this happened to you, where you got nervous that you were being misled, maybe the way things, whatever made you think of the lying, cheating, stealing thing. Hold on. I just heard misled. So I feel like you were thinking you were being misled, and very possibly that you could maybe go into a different direction than what you were thinking. Maybe you might want to learn something new. You might want to say, okay, well, I don't want to work full time, or I don't want to work 2 jobs, or I don't want to have that much responsibility. But maybe I could build on something. Maybe I can build on something and still be involved without, being the main person in that sense. I hope this makes sense, because I'm trying, I know what I'm trying to say, honestly, because I feel like you aren't sure about the lack of burdens and responsibilities going forward. So what about this Ten of Wands? All right, the Four of Wands and the Chariot. This is like, and this Four of Wands, I mean, this can mean like, where I always feel this is being stable. And it also, to me, it makes me think of home. And I feel like when you're in your home, or, what you would consider home, like you're in a very good position. You're feeling good about what you do and how things are coming out. Oh, excuse me. You have a lot of drive and determination around again, all the burdens and responsibilities. There might be a celebration coming out too. So there might, there's something that you're celebrating, and you're very determined to make it turn out really well. And that could be a lot of responsibilities too. Excuse me. So what about this Empress? Peace. Good Lord. All right, the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So I feel like you have what you need. You can manifest anything that you want because you have all these options up here. And I feel like you're kind of concerned about consequences in regards to it. You don't want to take on something bigger than you can handle. or you might be concerned that you won't, it'll be too small. Like, I feel like this is what's in your brain right now, that you feel like whatever decision this is going to make, what this is going to be, you feel like it might be too small, and you don't want to miss an opportunity that you could actually, if you don't take the right option, if you don't make the right choice. All right, the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. All right, so in the outcome, with all these choices that are available to you, I feel like, oh, my nails are so pain in the ass. I feel like, all right, so you're juggling, you're deciding, you're able to balance everything. You have it all under control. You're doing everything you need to do, and you still want to end up feeling confident and secure and being able to, take care of yourself, others. But you're still juggling the situation. Like, you're not sure exactly, and I think you're just going to do a lot of thinking about it. You don't want to miss out on whatever it is that you think that you would miss out on. I think maybe because it's so ingrained in you, because you've always been the person who handled it, the person who was always responsible, the person who can take pretty much anything. People turn to you for when they need things, and, like friends, family, everybody, they're pretty much, you are that person. So I think you're so used to it that you don't know exactly how you'd feel if you were not that person anymore. And I think you're trying to figure out a way to, do what you want to do and be able to relax and not have to do everything, but still being that person that everybody goes to, maybe. That could be it. You want to be who people go to. Understandable. Oh, win-win outcome is in the forecast. And that's the full moon in Libra. We're actually having a full moon in a couple of days. I think it's in Pisces. Either way. Let's see. Oh, jeez. Determination and happiness. You see this yellow? I had to actually squint to look at it. All right, so yeah, it looks like you know what you want to do. You know how to do it. It's just a matter of working it out so you are not losing out on what is still very important to you. Okay, that makes sense. Gemini, I hope you enjoyed it. If you can give me a thumbs up, subscribe, write me a comment if it resonates. I would love to hear from you. And I will be talking to you, November. Yeah, October. Yeah. All right, guys, take care.